Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create a composite image. I'll just be creating one image, which I'll be recreating the one in the background you see here. You'll kind of see my workflow on creating just one of the images for project 2. Keep in mind, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for non-destructive editing. So I'm going to be looking for the use of layer masks, smart objects, and layer adjustments and all of that fun stuff, or adjustment layers, sorry. So kind of getting started, this video will probably be a little bit of me working, talking intermittently, and sped up. So I'm not working this fast, I promise. But I will stop and talk about in the beginning about what I'm doing, and then I will kind of have a very quick rendition of me getting to this completed project. So coming over into my composite demo, you'll see that I have all of these different layers of all of these different pictures that I have came in and labeled, because keep in mind you are going to want to have your layers well managed. As we get more and more involved with all these different layers, you're going to want to have stuff labeled and organized. So kind of kicking off, I'm going to start with my background image and masking in this Jeep layer. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take back the opacity of this river layer so I can kind of see what's going on behind it with my Jeep layer. And then I'm going to add a layer mask and paint in using my paintbrush, or paint away part of my layer. Make sure that the hardness is kind of turned down so it has like a nice seamless blend. So just kind of coming in and painting away part of that river layer that's going to be meeting up with this Jeep layer. So just coming in and painting. Let me bump up the opacity now, since I think I've got a good bulk of it. There we go. So it's coming along now. Now I've kind of combined these two images using a simple layer mask. From now on, I'm going to kind of start speeding up this video and just kind of working towards my composite image. So here you'll see I did place a PNG image that I found on the internet. This is fine if you want to use one, maybe two different PNG elements into your design. Please keep it to a minimum. I'm just using this for blending purposes, to try to kind of seamlessly blend these trees. So please keep PNGs to a minimum. there you go. Using smart objects and layer masks, I have created a composite image with a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So at least 7 different images I used to create this. The minimum that you guys will be doing is a minimum of 4. So if you don't actually get to high numbers, that is fine. So if you end up just sticking with 4, that is okay, but you at least need 4 images to create your composite. So once you are done, you'll file, save as. I'm saving this one as composite demo as a JPEG. Once I have this saved, what I will do is I will take a screenshot of my layers to show that I have managed them well and I am using layer masks. If you did use smart objects, I would need to see the smart object open and a screenshot of that as well. So now moving on, I would open up my word processor. I use Pages because I'm on a Mac. I would open this up. I'd type in my name, my semester and year, and project 2. So then the first thing that I would do is I would bring in my final JPEG. And again, you can kind of structure this any way that you'd want to kind of show this information, but these are all the pieces that I will need. I will need a screenshot of the layers. In addition to the screenshot of the smart object. Then once you have that, I will need a thumbnail of all of the images, so all of like your ingredients that you use to create this image. So I have all of them right here. I'm going to highlight and drop them in. Scale them down. This is also where you would put the attributes that you need to make if an image is not yours. And this is how you create the part 2 of project 2. Have all of these different images. I'm going to start bringing them down here, down this row. And last one. Again, try to keep things to one page. If you can't, that's fine, but just make sure that the organization is, I can tell which pieces go with what. But I will need to see the layers that show your masks and your non-destructive editing. If you did use a smart object, make sure that I kind of see the layers for those smart objects as well. And I have all the thumbnails of all the different pieces to create your main image. Keep in mind, you'll submit this PDF in addition to the separate JPEG that you did create. So I can see the JPEG full, nice, in all of its glory, and have your document so I can see the how you did it. And that concludes the how to create a composite image demo.